And welcome here for some football, the first broadcast of the school year. Wildcats, Bulldogs, Tigers, and Cavaliers here tonight. And Union in the black, Waynesville in the orange. 12 offensive plays, 12 defensive plays. And that's going to be a stop to start. Both teams will start on the 40. Like I said, they'll have 12 plays on either side of the ball. So we won't have our normal scoreboard here, and that will be against the Tigers. So Union again lines up. A little bit of shotgun going on. Pass. That is caught. Waynesville is there for the stop. It's going to bring up a second down and halfway to go. Union again, this time a handoff. Nowhere to go. Third down on the play. On third, pass incomplete. So that's a fourth down. They do not lose the ball after this, by the way. They will just restart back at the 40. A little bit 7-on-7 style, except you don't turn the ball over. On the other side, Rolla and Capital City are going on the other side of the field. So Union on fourth down. Once again, ignore the back pass. Incomplete. So that should result in a turnover. Back to the 40 we go. So looking back here at, trying to find my folder here. A little bit off right there, but we got it right back. Handoff down the middle. Very short gain, if any. Second down on the run. Looking at Waynesville's schedule here to start the season off. We have the Tigers hosting Glendale next week. On the 2nd, they'll travel to Parkview. They'll host Camdenton on the 9th. And the following week, they'll travel back to Springfield for a game against the Chiefs in Springfield. That is flag, possibly for pass interference on that. After that, Tigers will travel to Lebanon. They'll host Hillcrest, travel to Bolivar, host Rolla, and end their season at West Plains, the short drive to the Arkansas border down there. And looking at Union's schedule, they are in the same conference as St. James. So they will host Washington first. They'll travel to St. Francis Borgia on the 2nd, host Sullivan, and Union with a gain. I don't think that's enough for a first. It's a third down. Then they'll travel to Pacific, St. Clair, host Warrenton, conference game on the road against Owensville, host St. James for a conference game, and in the regular season at Herman. So again, a handoff. Big gain on the play this time. This is short. Nope, this is a first. So far, 0-0. No score on the other side either. I believe that is being, well, I don't know if that's on the Rolla page or not, but that pass incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Union again. A fullback handoff for a no gain, it looks like, on the field, so 3rd down. Following this, Waynesville will face Capital City on the same side of the field, or should be. That pass is caught. Touchdown, Union. So they will score first. There's no extra points here, so we'll just add 1 point for every time they score. These two teams, Waynesville and Rolla, the host here, they will play each other the second to last week of the season in Waynesville. Big rivalry game there. Last year, Rolla came out on a lopsided victory, about 50-something points. New coach here for Waynesville. After the series, we'll have that interview for you. Union, they have room. Big hit by Waynesville. And they're going to pick up several yards on this. And it looks like we're going to switch out. So just like baseball, I guess, top of the inning here, the Wildcats will have a lead. Tigers' chance now. I want to quickly thank our sponsor here, Chris Bills Basketball, today for making this happen. Also, Security Bank of Pulaski County, a partner for the regular season away games this year. There's 5 of those. And Chris Bills also taking care of the playoff game at the end of the season, at least one of them. Tigers on the run. They're not going to pick up a lot, maybe 2 or 3. On the opposite side of the field, still no progress either way. Capital City on the offense still. As I mentioned, once Waynesville's over here, we will run that interview for you with the new head coach. Tigers with a sweep, and they're going to score on that. Touchdown, Waynesville. So big play for the Tigers there, and let's go back and take another look at that real quick. Undetected, the back straight through the hole and into the end zone for the Tigers. So that will tie it up with the Tigers. Plenty of plays to go here to take the lead here. One more, and they will win this set. Once again, each team will have 12 plays on the offense and 12 on the defense. And a lot of blocking there in the front. Not a lot of, I was about to say gainage of the yards, but probably not proper grammar. They're going to lose a couple. Progress did not go the correct way there. Just a quick update. The Dixon golf team has no girls that have signed up yet. If you live in Dixon and you're a girl and you want to play golf, get a hold of the golf coach or Mike Flauhart for more information. Also, Dixon Cross Country needing some more runners, junior high or high school. Tigers again. Got a 5-yard run. Going to gain pretty much back where they were. A couple more yards on top of that. Still tied 1-1 here in these two teams. Both have touched the end zone once. Rolla taking over on offense on the other side now. Coach John Franks leading that program for several years. Been a good program, several district contenders in that time. Little, not sure what that is called, but it didn't work very well. Tigers brought back to the 40 where they started. That's a 4th down. Looked like a triple reverse or something they tried there. They tried 3 little passes with the ball, but kind of got caught on pretty good. I don't believe anyone scored on the Rolla side over here yet. Tight formation here. Could be another run or a little trick play. It's a direct snap behind the line. Gain of 5 or 6 yards. It's going to result in a turnover, so they'll go right back to the 40. And Waynesville down to the last few plays. Tigers again. Another run for a few yards on the play. This is a good chance where they throw some kids in that get torn the offense, get torn defense that haven't quite tuned it in yet. Following the Tigers' final possession here, we'll have the interview with the coach, which is about a 5-minute interview. Hopefully we get through it. So once again, Tigers hosting Springfield Glendale on Friday. I'll be on the sidelines with the chain crew. That's I don't know what that you call that snap, but it's delay handoff with a little interruption in the middle. Trying a little bit of trickery there, which it's a good time to try it here in a Jamboree. So remember to join your appropriate booster clubs of what school you support there to help these athletic programs continue. And movement, so that's going to cost them 5 yards on the offense. Rolla High School here undergoing some major renovations for the first time in quite a few years. A new gym being built on the other side of the school. Stadium here, still a very nice facility for the stadium. On the other side, Rolla is again going to be brought down, so Capital City with the stop on that end. That is bobbled on the backside, so that's going to result in it's going to be a 4th down, I believe. Ball still at the 40. Be sure to tune in on Thursday for the volleyball jamboree in Dixon and their new gym. I believe Bell and I forgot the other 2 schools there, but Bell is one of them that's going to be there. Dixon, one of the few schools in the county with volleyball, other than Maranatha and Waynesville. And fumble again, so that's going to not really move a whole lot of chains, but we're going to reset back to first down on that. There are no turnovers here. The teams will have 12 offensive, 12 defensive plays. Good run by the Bulldogs on the other side there on fourth. I believe that will be it there. We're going to go to that coach's interview. We'll be back after this interview for some more football with Capital City.
Here, I'm with the new Waynesville head football coach. Would you like to introduce yourself here?
Well, Alan, my name is Coach Barkley. It's my second year in Waynesville. I've been in education for about 16 years. Been a head coach for 5, and been an assistant for numerous years, and kind of stepped away from the game in 2018. But now I'm back, and looking for a good start to the season for Waynesville.
And coming to a, you've been to several schools there before this and had plenty of experience. Coming to a school like Waynesville, how does this differ from some of those schools with the more permanent population?
It's definitely something that you get used to. I think at this point in the season, we've only had 4 kids that have kind of moved in, and all different grade levels. So that's definitely something that's new to me. But when it all boils down, kids are kids, and they kind of adapt and they take each other in just like a small brotherhood type. So we really haven't ran into any problems with that. I'm sure at some point it may happen, but for the most part, we've been pretty blessed with the kids, and they've been working their tails off, and the new kids have been showing up, and when they show up, nobody complains. They take them in and work very well.
All right, and speaking of the Jamboree there, you've got some teams, I don't know if you're familiar with them. You've got Union, Capital City, and Rolla, and they're Capital City, another school that really probably when you kind of stepped away from coaching is when they opened up.
Yeah, real
17 or 18.
Yeah, real new school. I don't know much about them other than what I saw on game film from last year that Waynesville had against them. It's going to be good for our kids to get out. I mean, we spent a whole summer basically together because we got a new offense, a new defense. There was a lot of learning on the kids, so I mean, it'll be good to go out there and see what we're capable of in a short game type setting. But we're excited. There's a lot of good things happening right now, and that'll be the start.
Okay. And Waynesville, I'm a Waynesville graduate here, and it's always been a welcoming family. Has it kind of been the same?
There's been a lot of people that have been very positive for not only myself but my family. There's great coaches around here, great kids. I mean, the kids have embraced. I haven't had one kid come up and say, why are we doing this? I mean, whatever's asked, the kids have been busting their butt. I think they got a lot of belief in what's going on right now. Ultimately, you just got to put some W's up on the record board, and some things kind of fall into place after that.
Okay, and what's one of the goals that you have for this season as a team, whether it be wins, whether it be, coming together, what's kind of a goal that you have?
The biggest thing for me is just try to improve week 1 to week 2 to week 3, and then, hopefully you survive some injuries. I mean, this is a tough conference. There's no gimmies. Every team, which should prepare you for the playoffs and stuff like that. So, I mean, our biggest thing is just see improvement throughout the year, and if we can do that, I like the direction that we're going. But we're definitely going to have some bad times and some good times, and hopefully we can just keep getting better each day.
All right, and speaking of preparing for the districts there, most likely you'll be Class 5 again, which means you'll probably see some familiar faces possibly again, which usually Glendale's one of them, sometimes Lebanon's one of them, because they move up and down in that little borderline. But
yeah, I think it might be next week. We'll find out where the districts lie. It might even be at the end of this week. We'll kind of see where we're at. As far as the numbers and stuff, I don't really pay that much attention to it. I mean, that's Mish's thing. They control that. I'm not going to sit there and try to argue or disagree with what they do. They do a great job, and it's not an easy job for them to go through and do all the calculations based on numbers and projections and all that fun stuff. I mean, there's
all right, thanks a lot, Coach, and good luck this season. We'll be talking to you later.
no problem, Alan. Thanks very much.
All right, back here again. Had a issue. We'll live with it and fix it. So Capital City advanced on that last run there. Had some technology issues. Still having some technology issues here to work out. I think I figured it out. Still 0-0 here. You haven't missed a whole lot. They'll change the resolution too for a little bit of technology problems, but we'll also deal with that. Capital City, they're going to get close. Short of the end zone, but they are way up there. I believe they're going to give that to them as a score. Capital City still on the offense. They're in the blue. This is their gray team here. So here, the last couple plays coming in here. I think my internet issue's been fixed. A little bit of movement there. Quarterback stumbled, tackled the quarterback, so that'll bring up a third down. So this time, split receivers, couple of handoff options, movement on the line. That's going to cost them some yardage there. Following this, Waynesville will finish the Jamboree with the Rolla Bulldogs, and they'll face each other once again later in the year. False start on the offense. So this is looks like a throwing opportunity here again. Big sack in the backfield. And it is third down and at least 13. Looks like we're going to be fourth down. They're going to move it back to the 40. We do have Rolla and Union on the other side. First away game. That's a pickoff by the Tigers on the defense. So first away game will be in Springfield at Parkview. And we'll be there 2 weeks later to bring you the Kickapoo game. And that'll do it for first half here. So Waynesville will take over now. I believe a 1-0 lead for Capital City right now. I will re-upload this later, the full version of it. Having some connectivity issues. Tigers, big run. First down, Waynesville. I believe now we're catching up. Some issues with YouTube, I believe, on their end of things. Low snap. Run. Defense is there. That's no gain. Right about the 30. There's something with YouTube there. It's not processing right for some reason. Not sure why it's doing that. We'll work all that stuff out next week. Direct snap to the back. And another decent gain here. Yeah, I still got it going there. It's third and about 3 or 4 here. Once again, each team gets 12 chances at offense. And I'm assuming they get 12 at defense. You could do the math to verify that. A little bit of misdirection again. That might be enough for a first. Could be the weather here. We got some clouds rolling in. Not saying the cell phone networks are broken, but they are sometimes broken. It is 4th and 2 now, so not quite there. the other side with a touchdown. Tigers, see if they've made it there. If not, they'll go back to the. They get a 1 over there, so I'm assuming they have first down on near the goal line. It's going to be, looks like the 15-yard line is where they're going to get the first. Tigers try the misdirection again. Pretty good hit out there. We got a player. Oh, he looks like he is all right. Second down for the Tigers. And no gain on the play. Might even be a little bit of a loss on that. Tigers taking their time. They're getting close to the end of their possessions also. Rolla on the other end. Interception by Union. Tigers snap. They're going to. They're still on their feet. They're not near first. They're a fourth and about 10. So still right about that 15-yard line area. Maybe the 14 this time. Once again, I want to thank Chris Pills Basketball for making this happen. Chris Pills, a Waynesville head coach. And also Security Bank of Pulaski County for making sure all the regular season away games are covered. Tiger TV will take care of the home games. You can check them out on Channel 12 and Tiger TV. That is a loss on the play, so that'll bring it back to the 40. Other side is done. Rolla, I believe, 1-0 victory on this side. Also want to thank Stephanie Rome, the Dixon School District, for sponsoring Dixon Sports. Volleyball will be our first broadcast of theirs. We also have baseball planned, soccer. We have multiple sports planned for Dixon this year, including basketball. Frisco League tournament. We got a question here whether they're done or not. So not quite over yet. Waynesville has a few more offensive plays. So Capital City and Union will square off next. Waynesville and Rolla will square off next also. So far, things looking pretty good with the new Waynesville coach. If you want to be there to want to support some of these broadcasts or support a team to broadcast, send me a message on Facebook under Alan Hilliard Sports or go to alanhilliardsports.com for more information. If you want to watch some old games, there's plenty on YouTube there from Alan Hilliard Sports also. So Last couple plays coming for the Tigers. What we've seen so far has been pretty impressive. Former coach, Coach Haynes, he is down in, I believe, he's in Arkansas. I can't remember the name of the town where he's at. I'm sure I'll pass through it tomorrow, but he's moving on, successful down there. And I believe that is, well, the Tigers think it's over. So we got one more play to go still, so not quite over. This is probably a Statue of Liberty play you want to throw out. Once again, thank you all for joining us here. Be sure to subscribe and make sure you follow to get all the updates of what broadcasts are going to be live. Next Thursday, we'll be in Dixon. That'll do it here. We'll be back in a little bit with some more football.
Good.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Oh boy.
We just found it.
Oh.
Our back and forth.
Look, Daddy.
Victory. Fumble. Repeat.
You stay up all by yourself?
Dad!
Whoa!
You made time.
That was perfect. Okay, here we go, throw it!
Yeah.
You probably don't remember what you told me.
Nice.
But I heard every word.
Back here for round number 3, Rolla and Waynesville. I believe Rolla 1-0 that last round. Capital City 1-0 over Waynesville. Waynesville, Rolla, these two teams will meet in Ozark Conference action later this season. And possibly districts, depends on how things go. Short run by the Bulldogs. That will bring them to about the 36-yard line. And bring up a second down. Once again, 12 offensive plays, 12 defensive plays. Turnovers, fourth down, failed conversions, go back to the 40. Rolla in the white, Waynesville in the orange. And it's going to be a loss, if not line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up a third down for the Bulldogs. Also want to thank St. Louis Public Schools for allowing us to provide coverage of their teams. We'll have, I believe it'd be a game at Roosevelt on next Saturday. That schedule is still in the works right there. That'll be updated as soon as all that stuff is approved. Sweep Tigers. Big hit on the other side right there. That's going to bring up fourth down, I believe, and very short. Well, they're going to give it a first, I guess. I thought that was a third down past the yard marker there. Rolla, they have room. Still have room. Needs a block. They're going to pick up a first out of bounds. Cameron did not want to quite go that far, but it's a first down either way near the end zone. Big rivalry here. And one thing we forgot to look at schedule for Rolla here. They will host Camdenton next week. They'll host Bolivar. Then they'll travel to Springfield on the road to face Glendale. They'll host West Plains. Travel to Hillcrest after that. Still with the football, Rolla out of bounds. Big run. They'll host Parkview, then Kickapoo. Then they'll travel to Waynesville and Lebanon. So their schedule much easier. 2 Springfield games. And looks like 6 home games they actually have. But 2 Springfield games. 2 games just down I-44 here. Looking here at Capital City. They will host Warrensburg. Then they will travel to Columbia Battle. They'll host Hickman. Travel back to Columbia to face Rockbridge. Then they'll host Jefferson City at Jefferson City. They'll host at Jefferson City because they share a stadium with Jefferson City. They'll travel to Smith Cotton. They'll travel to Truman, and they'll host Kirksville to finish their regular season. So far, good defense by the Tigers to keep the Bulldogs out of the end zone. Once again, join us next Thursday night, about 5 o'clock. We'll have the volleyball jamboree from Dixon High School. So not much gain on that run. So far on the other side, Capital City and Union both scoreless on their ends. Just want to thank all the businesses that help out this year, whatever they do, whether that be the Dixon School District, the St. Louis School District, Post Pawn Shop, Stephanie Rome of KW Realty, Chris Pills Basketball, or Security Bank of Pulaski County for all your support at the end of the fall season to start basketball. That'll be held at Lakeway as usual. Softball tournament coming up on the 5th. Lakeway, or Licking, is the number 1 seed for that. Or baseball tournament. We'll have some updates on that over the weekend. That pass complete. Stopped by the Tigers at the 15. And it's going to bring up 4th and about 10. So far, all these teams pretty evenly matched here. Other jamborees held tonight. Camdenton hosting several schools up there. Springfield hosting a jamboree with Lebanon, I believe. And that was 4th down, so that did move the chains back here to the 40. So Rolla running close to the end of theirs, and Tigers not too far from their offensive champs. So far, still scoreless. Handoff. That ball bobbled by the quarterback. So loss of about 3. 2 yards, looks like. Pass. That is, I believe, deflected or picked off by the Tigers. Either way, goes back to the 40. Good defensive stop there. My mouse got lost, I guess. Still 0-0 here, and deep pass. That is caught. Rolla, end zone. So deep pass in the corner. They're hard to even find. But that pass is good for a touchdown for Rolla. So that will put Rolla on the board. Offensive plays should be the last couple plays coming up here. Some changes for the Bulldogs. A few of the players coming out. Pass caught. Touchdown Bulldogs on the second play. So with that, the Tigers will take over. They are down 2 scores right now. So Jalen Thomas with the reception, I believe, is what, or number 6, Jalen Thomas. Yes, should be correct. So next week, Rolla will host Camdenton, and Waynesville will host Glendale. Glendale eliminating the Tigers last year in district time. So Tigers again. 11 plays left to this Jamboree here, and so far, Tigers good showing offensively against the other two teams, see what they could do against Rolla. It's really the big rivalry here. They're going to bowling ball their way through there a little bit. We got a helmet down, and we got a penalty flag also out there on the right side. And trying to get a discussion going. So penalty, I guess, on Rolla there. I don't know if there's a penalty or not, but bad snap. They're going to lose ground on the play. So they're going to be brought down near the 40. And once again, thank you for joining us, and try to support all of the people that make this happen. Next broadcast next Thursday from Dixon High School for the volleyball jamboree. And big loss for Waynesville there. Defensive stop by the Bulldogs. So getting the final subs in there, the players that didn't play a lot. Trying to see who's good at what position there. See lots of talent out here. Pickoff by Union on the other side. And pretty good Rolla crowd now. They got a street dance out here in the parking lot tonight till 11. That here, one house surrounded by the Rolla School District. Once again, no gain for the Tigers. Waynesville, and maybe do some of this. Let's snap straight to the fullback there, but no gain, if any, on that. Back to the 40. And that's going to bring up third down. First broadcast 2 weeks from now from Springfield at Parkview High School, the JFK Stadium. At one time, the premier stadium down there in Springfield. Still a very nice facility. Other schools getting some big upgrades. Ball bobbled and big hit by the Bulldogs. So Tigers running low on plays left here. Tigers, they are off 1 or 2 to beat. They will beat that runner. 2-1. Rolla still on top. 40-yard touchdown run by the Tigers on that. So Tigers showing that track speed in there, and sure to join Tiger TV on second week of the year. I believe that's the 21st, or second to last week of October. So Missouri S&T here heading to South Dakota for their first game next week as they take on the School of Mines up there. Short little, well, really long trip, but a few years ago they had a trip. They defeated New Mexico Tech, I believe it was, in New Mexico. So 2-1 here. Tigers showing a lot. Bulldogs showing a lot. Tigers, 2 running scores tonight so far. Bulldogs, passing scores. And last player 2 coming up here. So have a safe night. Enjoy yourself. And be sure to join us tomorrow and then Springfield the following week. Thank you, Chris Pills Basketball, for making this game happen here. Tigers again line up, looking for that little misdirection style play, possibly. the ball somehow got in the middle, didn't get very far. And not sure, this should be the last play here, pretty close to it. And that'll be it. That is the last play. So once again, thank you all the sponsors for helping everything. We'll see you next week. Watch the Tigers on Tiger TV as they host Springfield Glendale. Rolla Bulldogs Athletics YouTube. They will host